Inside Houston in 3rd Ward, known as the Tray. I'm here with Dr. Howard C. Harris, Jr., a composer, professor, known by many as Prof. Dr. Harris, welcome to the set.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Now, it is my understanding that you are the only African-American Houstonian that has works that have been performed at the Houston Symphony?
Yes, and I check that often just to be sure that it's accurate.
Tell me about that program, the People's...
Well, the People's Workshop actually started as a laboratory activity for composers at Texas Southern. And it went on to attract citywide participation. And some of the people that came through there were like Robert Glasper. Most known one would be Beyonce.
Beyonce came through that program?
Yes, Beyonce participated in the People's Workshop for about 3 years, starting when she was age 7. Oh, you got it.
Well, thank you again, Dr. Harris, Prof.
Right. Prof.
Known by many as Prof. Thank you again. And we are inside Houston in the Tray in 3rd Ward. Inside Houston in 3rd Ward in the Tray. We're filming at Jack Yates School of Communications. This is a historically famous school in Houston, Texas, and I am here with a media icon, Ralph Cooper. I know you've had a lot.
Yeah, probably one of the most interesting. Well, we'll deal with baseball players. 2, Satchel Paige. I've been blessed. I interviewed Satchel Paige. I asked him, I did such a good job, he said in the end, hey, boy, I just wrote a book. I should have hired you to work with me on my book. You did a better job than the people I paid for.
Is a life lesson to a lot of young people. And, we want them to hear your story and realize that they can be what they want to do, and that takes more than just wanting. Inside Houston in the Tray. I cannot believe this. I am here today with the legendary Jewel Brown. Jewel, I have to tell you, I am honored to be here with you today. I watched a video earlier of you with Louis Armstrong. I understand that you actually had a choice.
Yes.
Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington.
Yes.
Tell us why Louis Armstrong.
Well, the choice between the two was, I knew from all the fellows that used to talk about their travels and so forth, that Duke didn't like to fly. Those are days you're out of work. I understood that there were 17 guys with Duke, 7 with me, with Louis.
Okay.
There's got to be a difference in the pay schedule. That would be at the Masonic Hall in 4th Ward.
Okay.
And I told my mom about it, and she was ready for that. She did
was
everything. Was
that going to be your first talent show?
Oh, that was the first anything about singing outside of church. But, so at any rate, Mother was all for it, and we got on the bus and went to 4th Ward, and we did the show, and I won 9 weeks in a row. I'm going to actually say that when the Father touched me to become a singer, he gave me a father that gave me a guide to go by.
Oh, that's excellent.
And the words that he said to me about don't come back if I get on them drugs and all, I loved them too much to let them down.
You didn't let them down.
Ooh.
You did not let them down. You didn't let Houston down. I am so proud to have been able to sit here with you. Thank you, Jewel Brown. I'm here with Preston Middleton, president of Next Wave Entertainment. I say Next Wave Entertainment, but his wave goes way back into the roots of Houston. Preston, you have a lot to share today, but can we get started with what your parents and grandparents have done? I understand your grandfather was in the forefront of the civil rights movement.
Yes, he was. His name was Carter Walker Wesley. He owned the Houston Informer newspaper and Freedmen's Press. My grandfather owned 8 newspapers across the country, and he was also a civil rights lawyer. It was very, very instrumental in civil rights. He worked very closely with Thurgood Marshall in a lot of different ways in terms of our cases that we have now to help us vote. I've worked with the Gap Band. I was very instrumental in the development of Destiny's Child.
You were.
Right. Well,
you absolutely were.
I did demos that got them signed to Music World and to start with Columbia. It was a 3.5 journey that me and Matthew had to get them signed. That was very hard to do. You know, it was right in the middle of the time when Matthew and Tina were going through a lot. And basically everything was on me and Matthew's backs, and we stuck with it. We got, when I first met him, they got turned down by every major label, and I did a demo on them called "I Want to Be Where You Are," a Michael Jackson remix, and suddenly everybody wanted them. So
we'll be back with more to share on Inside Houston in Third Ward in the Tray.